Like your body's in the room, but you're not really there. Like you have empathy inside, but you don't really care. Like you're fresh out of love, but it's been in the air. And my past repair, my past repair. A little bit tired of trying to care when I don't. A little bit tired of quick repairs. Hey Beck, it's I, Randy Chavez. That what you just heard over the last 20 or so seconds was a Patreon member shout out. I have Patreon members now. I have a YouTube channel. I am partnered with YouTube. I don't know if I've ever told you that. Although I think I did do videos at some point. I don't think you, even back in the day when we were serving together, when we'd known each other, but I don't know if it was, I don't think I had filmed any in basic training or tech school. I don't, definitely not in basic training. We like never had our phones ever, but I think we had our phones like 3 times in basic training. Um, I didn't know that you and Rolly met in basic training. I thought that you guys had just met in tech school, but yeah. Um, for those of you that do not know, I had served with Beck, and we had in tech school mostly. You know, we'd learned together in Fort Lee in Virginia. It was an army base, but we made the best of it. We had struggled, but it was fine. Typically in the military, if you're Air Force and you're at an army base, you actually get like a COLA, as a cost of living adjustment. You get paid like because army bases are not up to the standards of the Air Force. It's crazy. We didn't get that in tech school. Um, but any other place that we would have deployed or served, we would have gotten that. I had mentioned you in the last stream that I did a couple of times. All good things, all good things. Like I'm Olaf. That movie did not exist. That did not come out when we were serving together. It had come out in December after that year. Um, I remember texting you in after we got home after tech school, and I was like, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you at?" I was like, "I'm home now. I'm just chilling." I was like, "Ah, have a drink for me." And then you said, "I can't. I'm underage." And I was like, "Whoa, I forgot about that because I joined when I was 21, and a lot of other people joined when they were 18, such as yourself, I believe." And so I think you might have been 19 maybe when you were home. You might have still been 18. I don't know, but yeah, you're under. I was like, oh, I completely forgot about that. Not that we were allowed to drink in tech school at all, although I'm sure some people did. If you can tell, this video is not sponsored, by the way, but I had drank all of my tequila on the stream, and I figured I had a little bit of Johnny Walker Blue left, so this is to you, Beck. We all never made any strange or crazy pacts like, oh, we'll go to the nearest bar and have a shot at like at tap when taps plays at like 10 o'clock or whatever. um we're finally happy to have our freedom back after being having nothing but get screamed at for 8.5 weeks in basic. We finally enjoy, like, they're treating us like people. What? It was a crazy transition back from just, again, just being screamed at to just like, oh, okay, finally getting the um I don't know what it was like for you when you had gotten back to your unit, if you were in guard. But for those of us that were active, after we got our 10 days of leave, at least for active, we got our 10 days of leave. I know y'all decided y'all got to go home pretty much. Um, we had gone on to my first duty station, and I remember at the end of, like, being like all like, yes sir, no sir, getting to my dorm room, and I was like, oh, so what do I do now? And the guys, after the duty day was on, I was like, just chill, go to gym, eat, watch movies, go mac on girls. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, man, you're free. And I was like, yeah, I was free. I don't know if you guys got that when you went back to home, because you didn't go to like a duty station. I mean, you went back to your unit. Um, I called Rolly before. Rolly, I don't know if you have the same number. Um, me and Beck had a very fun friendship where you guys were at like the EC counter. I think that's what it was called. where the biggest obstacle that we had was when the like Asian delivery drivers for like the Chinese places would come in and try to leave us like 100 menus. We had like thousands of those menus from like 5 Chinese places, from like pizza places, Papa John's. Oh, I remember one night it was me, it was Lima and Hrabley. We all had our like Nintendo 3DSs and we were playing Pokemon. That was like the greatest thing ever. That was so much fun. Um, but I'd come in, and I think that's when we were first introduced to each other via Rolly. I don't know if you remember Johnson, like 6'4", really tall, skinny guy. He wasn't making fun of Rolly. He was making fun of Cook. I don't know if you remember Cook. He had a flip phone, and everyone would go like, "Cook's got a flip phone." So mean. Um, he would go like Rolly, just because that's what Cook would do. And she said, "Oh, hey, Chavez Megacity," and you're just like, "Chavez? What type of name is Chavez?" And I was like, "I don't know. I was adopted. This name means nothing to me." And it made you laugh, like pretty hard. And that was our kind of running joke for a while until I saw you playing basketball out in front. We're kind of like on the duty days we would go and what do you call it? Duty days we would go and at the end of our duty day would go like have like mail call and have to for 5 o'clock, you know, or the national anthem. That's what it was. You were playing out there, and you did not make like a single shot the whole time I was out there. And then I remember I think the next time I was coming back from the grocery store with like Emerson and Covington, and a bunch of people, and like because all we had was like canteens for like 10 weeks. So we finally got to go shopping, and I was like, "Oh, if I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna want to take a bottle of water." So I did, and with the bottle of water, go there, and I remember one night. I'm sure you remember this. I'm sure everyone made fun of me for like a week, where I was supposed to get a haircut because my hair used to grow really fast. I mean, I guess it still kind of does. Um, yeah, you've never seen me with this long hair. I think back in the day, I think I just brought up this picture when I was going live before. Um, you knew me when I had super short hair, when the hairline was pretty good. Um, and I came up with a bunch of these water bottle things, and it was like, got enough water? I was like, ah. So funny. Um, I miss you, man. I guess for those of you that are still here, and want to know more about the Beck, I'll share our last message. I've read it a couple times today. Our last messages with each other. It was June 27th of 2021. At least last messages on Facebook. Saying, "Hey Beck, I just came back from a Pride bike ride thing with my girlfriend, and I was on the train and I was looking at Snapchats, and I saw that Rolly had a sunburn, and that made me think of you. You're pretty white. I hope you're using sunblock. Also, I can't even say what I was on. It's a family friendly show. I was on something, let's say Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, and saying, making me miss my military friendos. I hope you're well. Reach out soon." And you'd messaged me back right away. You gave me a bunch of laugh emojis, and you said, "I effing miss you." And then, because I mentioned the sunscreen, you had taken a picture. You just happen to have sunscreen in your car. Heckin' amazing. And you said, "I don't leave the house without it." And I said, "Miss you too, dude. There you go. Protect that skin, girl." And you asked how I was. And I said, "I've been doing well. Living in New York the past few years. Gonna head down to Florida next year. Hopefully this year." Says, "I hate the cold. What about you? Where you living nowadays?" And you said, "I'm back in Idaho. Life is hard, but I can't complain too much." And I said, like a Canadian, I was like, "Idaho, eh? What have you been doing for work and stuff?" And you said, "I re-enlisted last year to the Guard. I work full-time with security forces. It's not terrible, LOL, and I guess they pay me all right." And I said, oh, damn, you're a badass. Ever deploy with them? And he said, not yet. There's supposed to be one coming up in the next couple of years. And I'm hoping to jump on it, LOL. I could use the deployment money. And I said, I feel ya. Deployments are a great way to save. Being deployed can be kind of interesting. With I don't know if I said it before, I deployed with Lima. I wasn't with Lima, he just joined after I was there for a while. Yeah, I had a good time. It's, well, you know. Listen, I'm gonna bounce because this is going on for 10 minutes already. Just wanted to let you know that I love you and I miss you, and I will see you soon. Goodbye, Beck.